Legacy Maker, the All Sports Network.
Welcome to Commonwealth Sports Talk, Season 3, Episode 5, with your hosts, Joe Dillard Jr., Lamonte Thomas, and Anthony Robinson. This is the first Triangle episode.
Welcome to Commonwealth Sports Talk. I'm your host, Joe D, coming to you again, right back at it. We've got Season 3, Episode 5, The Triangle, as we bring you Rob, LT, myself, bringing it to you with that knowledge of Virginia, baby. The reason why we do it, all from the beginning. This is brought to you by Legacy Maker Sports, Grind and Pray, Kane Beats, Commonwealth Sports Talk. Let's keep this party going, baby.
So one thing about the Triangle is that it's a freestyle recording episode where, we're seeing the video, but we don't even really care about the video. This is our audio. This is our talking trash. We don't have to impress anybody. So, I got topics we're going to discuss. I got, Anthony, Rob. I got LT in the building. We're about to do some things that is totally different than the normal interview.
Goats, man. Goats.
Hey, goats. And you can't say goats without saying TB these days, can you?
Hey, TB12, man. Shout out to the Bucks, man. The Bucks.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out to them, man. How about
the whole org, man. The women, the black coaches.
Right.
TB squared. You got Todd Bowles and Tom Brady.
Man.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Exactly.
Shout out to Bruce Arians for actually giving them a chance like that.
Fact.
Yeah. And the crazy. My brother played arena ball for the York Capitals, and the lady coach, the D-line coach,
Jen Welter?
she was on his staff. She was the D-line coach for his team. Yeah.
So look, we're about to have Dr. Jen Welter on in 2 or 3 weeks. And the whole point of that is that she played arena football. She was She was Bruce Arians' first hire in 2015 for women at Arizona. And so now for BA to have almost 3 to 5 different women upon his staff, upon more working within the front office, it's just amazing to see that transformation. So to have her on is going to be awesome for Commonwealth Sports.
Definitely.
While we on the topic of that coaching staff, this is a teacher moment right here. This is the reason why we have Commonwealth Sports Talk. Did y'all see them ask? Did y'all see them ask Byron Leftwich a question about how he was planning on stopping Patrick Mahomes, not knowing he the offensive coordinator or what you trying to say?
Nah, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, bro.
Who the OC?
That guy.
He's got an NFL name already. It's Leftwich.
That guy need to be fired.
Right, Marshall.
Yeah, he took a hit for whoever he was with.
Oh my God!
Shout out to him too, man. They had the OC, DC, and the special teams coordinator of color. So that was big, man.
Yeah. Yeah. They filled the whole spectrum. You gotta love that. That's why I couldn't hate. It was like, who you going for? I'm like, I just want a good football game, and darn if I still didn't find a way to lose. See, that's my Knicks in me right there. That's my
and I didn't even take none of those factors into my my choice of picking the Bucks. Like, I'm talking about Tom Brady. This like Bama going to the Natty, and I'm not going against Bama and the Natty until they gotta be beat. You know, I'm not going against TB12. No, sir.
Not when he gets there.
I'm sort of biased because I'm a Michigan man, so you know.
Oh, Michigan, that's your boy.
Yeah, but it's not even that for me. It's like he kind of had the Kobe effect. Like I started noticing his work ethic. I used to love to hate him. To be honest, I'm also a Broncos fan, and he used to make us see some exits in the playoffs, and I used to hate him. But you know, when I started seeing him literally perfect his craft, man, I had to respect it. You know, I had to respect it. Just like Kobe, like he has the curse. You know what I'm saying? He has to win.
But that's the thing about greats. They're gonna be loved or hated. It's revered.
It comes with it, and it comes with it, man. When you good, when you're very good, they're gonna find something to say. When you play like crap, they're gonna find something to say. Had he went out there and looked like crap, they'd have said, "Yeah, he's 43 years old. He shouldn't have been playing anyways."
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing is like fans, you know, like you said, love or hated, both sides are gonna decide who they want you to be. But the crazy part is the greats are always comfortable with who they are.
Yep.
They love it. They love all of it. They love all
Embrace
of it.
They embrace that whole process.
Embrace it, man. And piggy like that PI call or those calls, man. I was weak because I'm like, yo, this man know the rules. And if you watch Tom Brady, he don't even be throwing it to complete the pass. He just knows that I'm looking for contact, and I know when the ball is thrown, it's a flag.
Contact.
It's like James Harden driving the lane.
Perfect analogy.
And knowing I'm gonna take your arm, dip through here, and go up.
He knows the positions. He knows the angles. He knows
the rip through.
Yeah, the rip through. Two free throws. Let's go. Bing, bing.
No, sir. NBA said no more of that because we see y'all doing too much of it. So that's how good a superstar is when they get rules changed. You know what I'm saying? Based on how effective they are doing something. But as a quarterback, you can't change a rule, but you can definitely see him manipulate a defense based on what their scheme is.
Right. Shout out to Mahomes, though, man. He was out there making some throws, some crazy,
Hey, I saw Texas Tech. I'm sorry. I can't.
Texas Tech. I saw baseball. That's what I saw.
That's some miraculous throws. Yeah.
I saw a supreme athlete even still. Like
with the toe injury.
Some of those stats about he ran the most yards, behind the line of scrimmage of any quarterback. That's crazy.
498 yards.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yo, how do you talk analytics?
498 yards scramble. But see, let me just tell you this, though. That wasn't a healthy Patrick. That's why I said Texas Tech. He wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
We know it. He had
he wasn't healthy. But I do think that defensive front schematically kept him in that small area. Other than those couple times he had the one run to get the first, and then he escaped the pocket to make two of those miraculous throws. But you gotta think like that was Hut pressure in my face right now, but he made some crazy. I was like, yo, he looks like a shortstop out there or third baseman, catching the ground ball and then rocking fire, throwing it. That's the went off Tyreek Hill face, and then the shortstop.
That's the modern day quarterback now. You have Patrick Mahomes, you have Russell Wilson, you have Kyler Murray, you have Baker Mayfield. These are all your 4th through 8th grade shortstops in baseball.
Right.
Might have went further, but they were that guy that had that cannon and they had the arm trajectory, and it translated into football.
I like how physical they got with those receivers. You know what I'm saying? They did that from jump. You know what I mean?
No, they set the standard early.
It wasn't coming easy. And I think, when you lose momentum like that at the beginning of the game, that makes for even, timing between the quarterback and the receiver. It makes all that stuff harder. going down the line. Like, as a former receiver, I'm gonna tell you, it's hard when you can't establish that rhythm.
Timing's off.
It's hard to get the timing. It's hard to make those contested grabs because you haven't seen it happen. It's like the ball. It's not seeing the ball go through the net for most of the game, right?
Right.
Sometimes it's hard to come back from that.
No, definitely fact.
Hard to come back from that. So why do we do this? You know what I'm saying? That was your current facts, your current events. Everybody's on that Super Bowl wave. You know what I'm saying? Gronk getting 2 touchdowns. Somebody got dough off of that. What else somebody get dough off of in the Super Bowl, Rob? Something crazy. No touchdown. KC, no touchdown.
KC, no touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
What else? Couple more.
How many times do you see?
No. Was there a 100-yard receiver? There was no 100-yard.
Nah. T hit. Did Kelsey get 100?
Tight end, but Kelsey did. He got it.
Because what's the name finished with 73, 7 catches, 73 yards. I think a lot of that, probably 20 to 30, that came in the second half.
This was a spooky Super Bowl, man.
And do you know that they held them in check the last 3 halves of their 2 meetings?
Yeah.
They were outscored at halftime in the first meeting. I think the score was 20. It was 20 to 7. 20 to 7 because they lost 27-24. The Bucks outscored them 17-7 in the second half of that game, of the first meeting. And then, you saw what happened last night.
Well, if you
no touchdowns, no tuds, 3 field goals. Hey, you talking about adjustments? They kind of had them in check. For three halves out of 4.
That's dominance. It's dominance. So we do that at Commonwealth, where we have this why we do this moment. You know what I'm saying? And this why you do this moment is really simple. It's what brings you to log in? What brings you to do the research? What brings you to put in the time? So LT, I want to start with you because the meeting is the next segment, which is the meeting in Richmond. And I think you know what I'm talking about. So start me off with why you do this, bro. What is it about Commonwealth Sports Talk?
I think, just like we talk about, we let them know at the beginning of the episode, not to go verbatim, but we want to show the love of these athletes. And when we say show the positive advancement of these athletes, we're talking what they're doing in the realm of sports and beyond, right? Because we talk about more than just what they do, in sports, and how that, transcends, to the rest of their lives and the rest of the lives of their community. So, I feel like that's why I do it.
That's like feedback that might be a promo right there. Rob, what's yours all about, man?
Man, just I know I posted maybe a week or so ago, but we had a hometown guy, Donovan Cotton, from Hampton High School, Norfolk State, on the scouting staff for the Bucks. And like you said, this is about giving, past, present, future guys that they flowers now. And just keeping everybody up to date with what's going on and just making it a loving and fun environment. And so everybody enjoy this info that we give you, man, and just keep everybody abreast.
I couldn't agree more. Like, you guys took it out of my wording, so I guess my answer would be completely left field. So I'll go with what's behind me. What's behind me, I took out the beer and the happy hour sign because I'm gonna put that in another part of the house. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say this is gone. I just put it in another part of the house. But above me now says, coach me and I will learn. Okay, that's the first one. The second one says challenge me and I will grow. Okay, and then the third one is believe in me and I will win. And I believe that with Commonwealth Sports Talk, we're giving every angle a person to believe in. We're giving the young ones that catch this episode something to believe in because they'll see it, they'll understand it, they'll believe in it. We're letting those know who have been struggling because people have mental health issues, and we have to let them understand that there's a better tomorrow, or we're going to give you accolades while you're here. You don't know how far those roses go, man. That one rose of getting somebody some recognition, they might be struggling mentally, but nobody else see it. They see this big star. So you go in every day, you want something from them. So to be a star, to be an athlete, to be somebody great, it takes a lot sometimes, and people don't understand that. So that's why I want to give them their accolades. That's why I want to give them their credit. That's why I say, look, I'm going to reiterate it again.
You're looking for a little light? We're going to give you a little light, baby.
That's it. And so, we politically moving correct now because I think everybody understands in Virginia what we're here for, and that is, the reason why we do this. So that's the first one. Now I'm gonna go right into the second part of this triangle episode, and you guys just rock with me, man, because I'm almost feeling like this is just audio. Honestly, this is the audio joke. I can feel it because there's nobody we're interviewing. And even when we did do the interviews in the audio, I didn't have a visual. So I felt really, really comfortable after we got that person comfortable, because with the interviews, you always want to make sure your guest feels comfortable so you can get the true, genuine answers. But Lamont, take me to this meeting. We were at a restaurant. I set up a meeting. I think it was through LinkedIn. I was at the city of Richmond. Rob, you can almost take a food and drink break, but please listen in on this one. This is dope.
Yeah, man. This meeting.
Hey, look, man, I just got home, man. Trying to get here, man, for the show, man. They didn't want to leave the people waiting.
Gotta give the people what they need.
You already know you the headliner, man. We had to wait for you to come back. It's like, oh, last one home is the headliner. Yeah, man. But no, this meeting was definitely it was definitely it was a match made, man, because he hit me up, Joe, and he was really genuine. We had only talked through the platform at this point, right? Like we never met in person. So both of us we're about meetings. We're like, yeah, let's sit at the table. That's the kind of talk we were having, and then we end up meeting. I think it was it at Home Team Grill?
Yeah, Home Team.
Meeting at Home Team Grill.
Shout out Home Team Richmond.
Come on.
Right there, man. And he sat me down and he was like, man, I see where, a lot of our purpose, cross paths, you know what I mean? And I think we can get this thing going, man. I'm talking about a podcast. And it's so funny because I said to myself, man, this dude he already know that he did research on me, because that's where I was headed. And I didn't put that out there to anybody.
Right.
And I hate to cut you off. What year was this? Because, some people think this is a pandemic thing, and I get it. 100%. But can you tell me what year this was that we decided that or had that meeting?
This had to be 2018.
18. Okay, keep on. I'm gonna let you go. Rob, you on deck, so don't stop swinging.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, look. I'm ready, man. I'm always ready.
All right, go ahead, LT.
So yeah, man. So you sat me down and you was like, I'm talking about a pod, and the fact that, again, you said that, I just knew that it was true, that where our passions and our purpose met was right there on that table, and the fact that he rolled out a guide for me already, this is what I had in mind, it actually put my own vision into focus. That's what it did for me, and I'm like seeing his vision put my vision into focus, and I'm like, man, you don't know what you just did for me. So we end up bonding right there, and whether or not we knew that it was going to come to this, we knew that the purpose was gonna come, right? So it didn't matter what the final end result was,
right?
We knew what the content was going to be.
Absolutely.
Here, fresh. Yeah,
that's dope. But I'm gonna jump right in the middle because Rob ready. I know Rob ready because Rob know where I'm going. But like I said, that's dope. People don't get they flowers. I guess that's kind of me getting a little bit of it on a visionary thing, and it's prior to the pandemic. So, but that was 2018, and I said prior to the pandemic, mind you, audience. So, Rob, tell me your version of the meeting and how we used to sit and chill. We was watching sports now because we
2018. Shoot, ours might go
2014, 15,
baby. I was thinking 14, 15. Pandemic. We still the flu. Regular sicknesses, man. The cold, man. No, but just sports guys, man. Sitting there, you're a Carolina fan. I'm a Duke fan, so that's already a buzz. And then being from the area, I'm football, you basketball, and then we intertwine them both, just being, sports guys. And man, our talks just
endless.
Run on and run on and run on. I remember we would write stuff down in notebooks and stuff like that. Like, so this is, you say 18. Me and Joe probably this is like 6 years in the making.
Hey, what was that? You remember that top list that I made you do?
Hey, look, what was it?
It was the top
like
20 list, and it was 4 categories. So you had your, and I'm audience. I want you to try this if you can, and I might even post it. So you got your top 5 all around, your top 5 defense, your top 5 dream team, and your top 5.
Right. Man. We did this, Mont. We did this.
I
wish I could find this notebook.
And here's the kicker. I got that too. Here's the kicker. You can't use anybody twice. So you have to have 20 players. 20 players, and you have to defend why each of your lineups is legit.
Hey, Mont, we did that. And we're going to have to do it.
Scoring all around defense dream.
Yeah, that's Commonwealth lunch table talk right there.
Yeah. Bro. We'll have to do that one, man. For sure.
That's what year 2015 we pulled that out of the archives. That's like fresh. So, and I'm gonna bring it full circle again. So, fresh off of a state tournament run with Bruton High School, I did an interview with ESPN and I did it multiple times. And I said to myself, man, I'm kind of entertaining for them, but at the end of the day, I'm still getting that high school coaching salary. And I said, well, it's cool and it was fun. And so I understood that I could do it. But putting it together with my vision and the way I wanted to do it is what Commonwealth Sports Talk is. And so it's been almost 7 years of putting it together.
I came to see y'all play at, was it ODU?
Yeah. ODU, I'm going to throw a quick gem out with that one. ODU, they stomped us. Martinsville stomped us in the first quarter. We couldn't figure it out. I think they had a zone on us the whole time. Big dude, Devontae Holland or something.
Yeah.
And it was like 9-2 at the end of the first quarter. And long story short is we won that game by 23 points, I believe.
Yeah. And, hey, man, that was a heck of a game, man. That was a heck of a game.
I had to make a coaching adjustment, put it that way. 9-2 after the first quarter, my kids, whatever we planned, didn't work. Whether if it was my plan, whether it was their execution, didn't work. So second quarter, we moved our point guard to the middle of that zone. We attacked them inside out. And my little short 5'8" shooter, Lonnie Swinton, was just lighting it up. And then everybody's light bulb kicked on, and then we went by 20-something. So, hey, that took us to a state title opportunity. So that was awesome.
So, yeah, man, we've been at this Commonwealth thing. It's been Commonwealth Sports Talk a long time before, the COVID-19 people. This isn't just something that we said we wanted to do to pass the time, man. These talks have been not recorded. These talks have been not videoed.
Hey, look, we got like 5 seasons worth. Put it that way. We got 5 seasons worth and don't know how to unfold it to you yet. We're trying to move slow. We're trying to move slow so everybody can understand what we're building here. We don't want to just throw it all out at once. They
got spoon feed you, man. Spoon feed you.
Yeah, you got food, man.
So look, that goes full circle. All 3 of us, the network. All 3 of us didn't grow up together before 21. That's a fact. All of us might have known of one another at some point in time, however you want to put it. But that means 3 different walks of life. So we have the network with Rob. Now, this is how I vision it. Rob knows every athlete that has gone by the 757. I'm sorry. I can't sit here and say that. I told LT so many times that if I can take a break on studying the 757 and promoting it like I'm doing with Commonwealth Sports Talk, because that's my home, my root, my love, I got to hand it over to a guy like Rob, because Rob knows everybody. Do you hear me? And so that fit perfect in the sense of sliding him in and getting him acclimated. If you're any type of good that comes through the 757 and I don't know you, then that's a problem. You must was in for 6 weeks and just enrolled from the school or something.
Something out there, like you got to be a transfer.
And came even in at that, they know.
Mid-season, and I couldn't get over to the game or something. I don't know.
And so the history is that deep. So I need somebody that's a historian, root deep in Hampton, right by the water. MF. See, I almost wanted to cuss right there because I was like, right by the MF in water. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that real stuff. That's that real
right.
You know
City by the sea.
Yes, sir. So we got that part. And then the original story, Lamonte's a part of Legacy Maker Sports from jump, and his also ties with that media world. It is amazing how much access we've been granted, given, and approved by from their background. And now with me expanding with Commonwealth, there's people saying, yeah, man, that's great, man. Y'all got a media platform. This is awesome. So like to bring all this full circle and then to say from Virginia and then to say 804, 757, and I have to represent 703. 757 love me forever, but I have to represent 703. It's too much. It's too much of a melting pot out here and too many people out here to unify.
Guys up there, man.
To unify. Let me just go ahead and defend them this one time. There's too many people out here to unify. So it's hard to give the Grant Hills, the Carol Lawsons, all these great athletes that have come out of this area their just due, because that's a small little spectrum of what this whole beltway is talking about. See what I'm saying? So when we talk Hampton Road 757, Rob's in the route. He's right there by the bridge and tunnel. So that means he's in the Tidewater. That means he's on the cusp of the peninsula. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the 804 and you're in Richmond and in the central area, they call it central for a reason. So with Tri-City. So you know when you got the hands on the Tri-City, then you're good. When you got the hands on the 757, then you're good.
All plugged in, baby.
Exactly. There's no plug in the 703 that says this one person can carry everybody. So I'm taking on one hell of a burden, but I'm going to tell you something right now. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time.
No, they got some stuff up there, man. You got the CD Hiltons.
Hey, they out there. The CD
got
Hiltons,
the Westfields, the Stonebridges,
the Potomac's, the
Potomac,
Hayfields, the Bishop O'Connells. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got plenty of names I need to throw out there, and it's not Oakton. You know
Oakton, yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah.
Shout out to Patriot. Shout out to Battlefield. I mean, all my Prince William.
Oh no, they got some stuff out there, man, for real.
So, that's the network, you know what I'm saying? I just slid through that third part real easy with the network. And that's what Commonwealth Sports Talk wants everybody to feel, is to feel like you connected in the state of Virginia as a whole. So that's why I believe this network was built and put together as a plan, like we both just elaborated, or all three, not both, but both of y'all and myself. So all of us just elaborated. So, you know, I'm gonna quiz you guys. I'm gonna ask you, if you could make one improvement in the state of sports, what the heck would it be? Now, mind you, you're a millionaire or you're a person with influence in politics, and you get one opportunity to really makeshift something to change it. What would it be? And I'm going to start with LT. I'm going to tell you why, because Rob has that I need 1 more minute look. So I'm going to go ahead and let LT strategically talk me into his vision. Because this is what happened when we spend this. You realize this one week, every week we on. We talking, we chatting. So
I immediately the wheels started turning. You know, I felt that look on Rob's face was me too, because now you just you gave me the resources I needed to make it happen. And I think really that it's the unification that you just spoke of, right? Like that's what I would do. I would find some way with all these rules and all these parameters and regulations that we need, honestly, because, you know, it's chaotic with all these different people out here. Like you said, to touch all parts of Virginia is really hard. But I would definitely unify it, and I don't even know how. I don't know how.
Oh, boy.
But we know what we want it to look like, right? In a way that it's a uniform way that it's like an even platform for us to showcase on the biggest stage. That's what we want to see, right? We don't want to have to do what if, or have to be on Max Preps typing in the simulation. We want to see it in person.
Right.
That's what we want. And so, I mean, I find a way, bro.
I love it. Rob, what you doing? I mean, it could just be one thing. It could be major. I'm just trying to hear
if what I would do to help the state, I would facilities, man.
Y'all are both, Rob. This is so. Look, do you have more? Because I don't want to interrupt you, Rob.
I mean, in my why, I will tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, facilities, man, because I know in your region, that northern region, that up top, you guys' facilities are top tier. Can
I tell you a secret real quick?
Huh?
The middle schools out here have turf football fields.
See, that right there. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about we trying to find somewhere to play. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a facility like that, we got to go to James City County. I got to go to War Hill Sports Complex to get something like that. I got to go to Williamsburg. I'm in the 757. And you talking about we got athletes, but I don't have a facility. I don't have anything on that level to take me, I think, to the top like that. So what I would do is, as a whole, I would give, even if we don't do every school, we get that region right, man. So these kids can have somewhere top tier, top notch to play, to work out, to be able to showcase their talents, man.
They don't even realize what I'm doing with this. I got Rob and LT talking on my left and right side. I got Derek and I got Ty coming out of nowhere to surprise y'all. And I'm going to go right back to it because on my left shoulder, where Lamont says, unify everything. And on my right shoulder, where Rob say facilities, I'm going to say this one phrase to you. Virginia Parks and Rec Association.
Yes.
What this means is they are a recreation association with all the counties and cities that have to affiliate with them. Also, what that means is they provide facilities, Rob, there's a key word, to all of the youth to have athletic events and activities. So now we got that covered. We got the youth, we got facilities, bam. They cover all of that with Parks and Rec already. You unify all your Parks and Recs in the state, and you swipe VHSL, or you just tell them to come on board with an understanding that all you run is 14 to 17-year-olds. You don't run any other age when it comes to youth athletics. You run 14 to 17-year-olds. So what you did, so when you granted spring and winter sports this year during a pandemic for high school, you still said, well, we're not going to make a decision on middle school because it's not any of our concern. Right. Well, that's the unification that my man is talking about right there, Lamont, the unification. So unifying with the Virginia Park and Rec, because which word makes that all fill in the same bubble? Recreation for youth. You want to be specific and have a VHSL board that sets up the playoffs. You want to have all that, but you know who helps facilities before the schools do? The government. Either way, the government's doing it. So you're getting school grant money or you're getting government grant money. Now, government grant money is designed for this one word in there, recreation. What word in school says sports? So sports is not catered to with the governmental funding for schools, specifically public schools. Private schools are getting alumni, they're getting boosters. So that's just my whole bring it together and my whole concept with that. And that's why I said left shoulder, right shoulder. Good God Almighty. I did not tell y'all to say that. I did not tell y'all.
Man. Nah.
I didn't give y'all the questions.
You know what I'm saying? I had no idea Mont was gonna say that. That was off the top of the dome, man. We in the booth, man. Bars, man.
That's how it works. That's how it works. So let me go ahead and take us down memory lane and get this on the thoughts and concerns and finish it out the right way like we do every show. So Lamont, go ahead. Any thoughts, any ideas, anything that is on your mind you want to bring out? Because obviously this was the triangle that I hosted. Next triangle will be hosted by you. So you will get to run the train, and me and whoever will try to stay on and keep it flowing like y'all did. So what are your thoughts? Give me something good, like a grind your gears moment. Like, don't give me some old piece to those. I need something like, stand up, get down or lay down mentality. Rob, you know what I'm talking about, skull game type stuff.
Hold on, where'd you go? I didn't hear the last part.
I told Rob skull gang type stuff. That's what I want to hear. Skull gang.
Skull gang.
See, I knew he was going to touch it. That's why I said skull gang. Let's go. What you got for me, LT? Anything? I mean, just
yeah, man. I mean, I love it. I love how we bring together. We bridge the ideas, and we're still touching every part of Virginia. I mean, I feel like we're covering all grounds. I mean, here, that's all I'm doing. I'm just showing my love. Trying to bridge the gap, and then definitely hold it down for where I am right now. And that's what we don't do. Looking out for that contest that just took place on Friday was a big one. Manchester and LC Berg got at it, and the Lancers actually upset them. So shout out to Coach Carlson and them, man.
Shout out.
Yeah, for grounding like that, because they'll see each other again most likely.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He gave that 804 love. He gave me what I needed. Something I didn't know. That's what I need right there. That's
that was number 1 versus number 3 in the region. So.
See, there we go. There we go. Woo. Rob, what you got, man? We on the boat. We on the beach. Tell me where we at. Vision. Give me a vision.
I'm a kind of go with my sport hasn't started yet, but they're getting ready to start. VHSL and high school football is getting ready to get kicked off here February 15th, I believe, in the Hampton area. Some teams started last week, but some schools, started last week. But I'm excited for football, modified schedule, but I don't care. It's football in the spring. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I think that some teams 5-6 games. No JV season for a lot of schools, so that's what my concern is what do those kids, those 8th graders that didn't play anywhere, in the fall, or
it'd be like a no JV season, but still have a team and let them practice. Is that possible?
Now,
I don't know.
Now that's probably, I'm sure that's probably up to the schools, and I'm sure they might be limiting up kids, and that's why. You don't have the JV season because of the pandemic, want to limit the number of kids. So those details I'm not sure.
Some schools had to squeeze it together just to get one team because of those that don't want to participate. And then those that are saying, I already got a scholarship or I'm already doing this. So I get it all areas. Just trying to keep the realm open for others listeners.
But overall, I'm excited. It's starting in, I think, March. They moved it to the first part of March. I think the season gonna start. So, hey man, I'm gonna be somewhere on Friday nights, checking these youngins out, all over. More defending champs on this side down here, and Phoebus, of course. I gotta see the blue and gold. Mike Smith is a few wins away from, I think, 500 or 600 or something like that. So that's another top 5 high school coach in the country. Approaching 500 wins, 600, something like that. I'll get back to y'all on the next show, but he's only like 3 or 4 wins away, man. That's top notch. 12 state titles.
That's dope, bro. Like, it goes so long growing up in the 7-5 saying, yeah, that's Mike Smith. Yeah, that's how they do. Yeah, that's Mike Smith. That's how they do.
Talking about GOAT.
After decades, you hear me? Decades of stars coming through Hampton.
Yeah.
He has produced so much talent. And it's ridiculous because the state titles speak for himself as those crabbers talk. As those crabbers talk. Talk that crabbers.
And they do that talking, okay? They do that talking, trust me.
You can't stop it.
But you don't get no Oscar Smith Holland Springs. They had to cancel that. And I was kind of pimped. I was looking forward to that one, but
hey,
I don't know.
Maybe in another year, but it is what it is for this year. So
COVID-19, man.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. This has been a different one, but next week we'll bring you back a guest. We got University of Mary Washington's head coach Marcus Storm coming in. He'll be blessing us with some jewels on how Division III basketball stays afloat, still stays competitive, and the amenities they got there for Division III. When I went to Virginia State when I was in 2000, just saying. So some schools move faster than others, and you got to commend those Division IIIs that find a way to make it happen. So he's at one of those programs, and we'll have him on talking basketball and talking his lifestyle and race and his background. So tune in for that. And fellas, thank you for coming.
Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, man. Shout out, Mont and Joe, man. That was a heck of a show the other day too, man. And I watched you guys, man.
Appreciate it. We're just trying to represent, man. So
legacy, man. Commonwealth.
Get at 'em. Peace.
No.